up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the JTW Sports Show. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. We got our power rankings for the NFL Week 13. It's coming to an end, man. This season, I feel like it's gone by pretty fast. At least to me, it has. To a lot of people, they've said it's gone by pretty slow. What do you guys think? Fast or slow?
Depends on how your team's doing.
I think it started out pretty slow, but it's going a lot faster now.
Yeah, I guess personally for us, like with our football season being over, then it's going by a lot quicker now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, it's already week 13, man. That's crazy. So
one more. We got an extra week this year too, so we got 18.
Yeah, we do. That's exciting. The games this weekend, man, they were interesting to say the least. There's a lot of I don't know. It was interesting. Is kind of the best word because a lot of the good teams kind of played bad, but still came out on top. And there's one team in particular that did that might be on some of these power rankings. But let's. Hey, I'm just gonna go in first. I'm gonna give my power rankings from 1 to 5. So last week, week 12, I had the Cardinals at 1, I had the Packers at 2, Buccaneers 3, Patriots 4. Me and Will had the same top 4, and I had the Chiefs at 5. And this week, call me crazy, I have the same 5 teams in the top 5, but I'm going to switch up my 1 and 2. I think the Green Bay Packers, I think we can all kind of agree, they're the best team in the NFL right now.
Thank you.
The thing that's crazy about this is the Cardinals have a technically better record considering they have less losses. Now, the Cardinals, they were on their bye week, so they did not play, and that it kind of puts me in a predicament because I don't want to change them because they didn't play. But I truly think that the Packers are the best team in the NFL, so I'm gonna put the Packers at 1. That leaves the Cardinals at 2. I'm gonna leave the Buccaneers at 3, and I'm gonna leave the Patriots at 4, and I'm gonna leave the Chiefs at 5. I'm gonna leave the Ravens out of my top 5. That's kind of the team I was kind of talking about. They played the Browns this week, did not play very good, and they still came out on top. Lamar did not play good at all. But
Lamar hasn't played good.
Yeah,
I would say past couple of weeks, but he didn't play 2 weeks ago. It was
Huntley,
whoever his backup is. I can't think of his name at the moment.
Yeah, Brett Hundley. Yeah,
Brett Hundley. Yeah.
But the Ravens team, they have the same amount of losses as the Bucs and the Packers, but and they have less losses than the Patriots and the Chiefs. But I still think that Patriots and the Chiefs are better teams than them. I'm gonna say Patriots 4, Chiefs 5 once again.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I have a top 5, and I'm really torn on it. But last week I had the Cardinals at 1, Packers at 2, Buccaneers at 3, Patriots at 4, and Titans at 5.
Yeah, how's that Titans train going?
Dude, we talked about it on yesterday's episode. The injuries are catching up to them. It's not just Derrick Henry. It's starting to be everywhere. Julio Jones has played 3-4 games this year. Like AJ Brown's now on IR. They've had injuries everywhere. Injuries on the offensive line. I mean, I think the one of their players is Ryan Tannehill's played every game. Other than that, I think almost every single one of their offensive players has missed a game. So with that being said, I have the same top 4 as last week because all of these teams look good. And I know Jimmy said he moved the Cardinals down to 1 or down to 2 and the Packers up to 1. But in my opinion, the Cardinals, they're still winning. I mean,
so are the Packers, and the Packers are winning against these top teams, though.
I understand that.
The Packers beat the Cardinals.
Yes,
the Packers, when they beat the Cardinals, didn't have their top 3 receivers.
I understand that because Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the league.
The best of all time.
Most talented.
Not the greatest of all time. He is the best of all time. Talent.
But they've beat Chicago. Did they beat Chicago? No, they did not beat. They haven't played Chicago. That's this week. Sorry, I was looking at it wrong. But they've won 2 out of the 3 without Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. And to me, that's impressive. The one loss was to the Panthers. Obviously, circumstances. I think if that wasn't Cam's first game back, they win that game. So I'm gonna.
Wasn't it a blowout though?
What? Yes, yeah. They won. I think we won by 2 touchdowns, but like I still think that if we had like a lot of
momentum.
It was a setup storyline.
Yeah,
the NFL's rigged.
The story was there. Yeah. But so I have Cardinals at 1, Packers 2, Buccaneers 3, Patriots 4, and then at 5, I'm taking the Titans out, and I am putting in the Kansas City Chiefs. So me and Jimmy have the same top 5, because I can't, like he said, I can't put the Ravens in when the game that I watched them play, that game was more on the Browns losing the game than the Ravens winning the game. You throw 4 interceptions and you still only give up 10 points. Yes, that's impressive, but watching the Ravens defense, it's not like the Ravens defense did anything special. It's just the Browns looked bad.
Baker Mayfield looked bad.
Baker Mayfield he's hurt. He can't move, and he looks like Ben Roethlisberger out there. He can't move.
He's got 3+ like serious injuries that he's playing through.
Yeah, and then Kareem Hunt's first game back, he played terrible, barely played actually, and then Nick Chubb, I don't know what happened to him. He played terrible as well. So that win to me doesn't put them in the top 5, and the Chiefs. I think that as of right now, I think the Chiefs. If the Chiefs and the Ravens played this week, I would pick the Chiefs to win that game.
Yeah.
It's because we're sleeping on one team, but it's cool. We're about to get into it.
What, the Colts, who are now 6-6?
No. Okay. We talked about it yesterday. I gave my thoughts on that yesterday. Also, go check out our thoughts yesterday of all of week
12. Of week
12. Yeah, because we're going into week 13. My top 5 is very similar to y'all's. I'm going to go with Jimmy. I've been saying it. Packers are the best team in the NFL. I've been saying it. I think Rodgers is clicking. Rodgers just has that switch that he flips and knows how to dominate a defense and use every weapon to his advantage. The Cardinals are still winning, yes, but I think eventually they had the one loss to the Panthers, but it's going to catch up to him not having Kyler or D-Hop. It's going to catch up to him to where
they're gonna be back.
Kyler's supposed to come back this week.
Is he?
Yeah, and then
but let's be honest. Could Kyler have a Russell Wilson type similar situation?
Oh no, he could.
Comes back a little too soon. Next thing you know, the offense goes into a plunder, and that's kind of what's happened there. At 3, I am going to put the Bucks, just because they are still winning. 4, I'm finally following. The Rams are out after that embarrassing loss. 4, I'm following it. I'm putting in the Patriots.
Let's go,
it's hard. It's hard to deny a Bill Belichick team that's on a 6-game win streak. But at 5, I can't put in the Chiefs, nor can I put in the Ravens. Can't put in the Chiefs. Just got to follow the Broncos. We play them this week. I think we could get the upset. We got the upset last week against the Chargers. I think it could happen this week. No, at number 5, I'm gonna put them back in there just because I have a little bit of faith. Maybe my last time ever putting them in there. We're going to go with another AFC team. We're going with the Buffalo Bills.
Bills Mafia. I would have guessed.
Okay.
I knew
I'm glad. I really thought you were going to say the Dallas Cowboys. I really did.
No. I'm not putting Dallas in. No. I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills. They dominated the Chiefs this season already. I think they also dominated the Ravens this season already as well. Ravens are getting wins because of other teams' mistakes. Ravens are not winning games by purely dominating the other opponent. They're getting because the other teams are making careless mistakes that they can't make. The Chiefs, I think it's just too soon to say that they're completely back.
Looking at the Bills' schedule, the Bills have only beat 2 teams. Actually, the Bills have only beat 1 team that's above 500.
With that being said, I still think the Bills are a top team. Top 10 for sure.
I think the Bills are better than the Chiefs. I mean, they beat the Chiefs. Okay, they haven't played. Okay, they didn't play. They haven't played the Ravens yet. I mean, but it's gonna be a true testament this week because who I have at 4 and 5. Do the Bills end New England's win streak?
Yeah. No, I can see why you're putting the Bills in there simply because of your reasons about the Ravens. I just don't know what you're seeing so much against the Chiefs right now. I could see this maybe 2-3 weeks ago.
Because it's the false hope of their
so I just don't know about the full false hope thing because they've been winning and they've been looking pretty decent the past few games.
And see, my only thing with that is the Bills can win a game if Josh Allen struggles. The Chiefs can't win a game if Patrick Mahomes struggles. I know I put the Chiefs in because right now I think the Chiefs have more momentum. That as of right now, I think they're the better team. But when it comes down to it, if they played a game where Josh Allen struggled, they could still win because of their defense.
Yeah,
But
and
Mahomes has to play good for the Chiefs to win.
And looking at their last couple games of the Chiefs, they got to play us twice. If we're being honest, I could see them getting a W on both those games. But they got to play the Raiders, who the Raiders are kind of up in the air as a team.
They're an average team.
They're an average team. They got to play the Chargers, who's also kind of an average team right now. It just depends on what Justin Herbert shows up. They got to play the Steelers. That'll be a cakewalk. And then they got to play the Bengals, who the Bengals are kind of an up in the air team. I mean, we've said it for weeks now. No NFL team is a clear, this team's better than this team. It's whoever the hell shows up on Sunday, that's who you're getting, because it's been so just wishy-washy with every team this year. But I don't believe that the Chiefs are the same dominant powerhouse that everyone's trying to make the narrative about them again right now. Everything I've seen is that the Chiefs are that dominant powerhouse, the 2 Super Bowl, going back to the Super Bowl powerhouse. And I'm like, they're not.
They're not. They're not that. But I still think
they invested so much in their offense that their defense, it shows.
Yeah, but they're still a good team.
I'm not saying they're not a good team.
No,
I'm saying they're not the powerhouse that everyone's still trying to make them be, though.
But the thing about that is, though, I just can't see any other teams outside of this top 5 being better, and that's my reasoning. Now you can make it for the Ravens.
When Denver beats them this week, we'll have the same conversation next Wednesday.
All right, so that'll top off.
And I'll say I told you so.
It's fun. I mean, that's what I love about this league is it can flip like that in a heartbeat. You know, you got this team. You know, the Atlanta Falcons, man, they're second in the division, who legit has a chance of making the playoffs. This team is bad, and that's what
TJ had the Colts in his top 5. The Colts were they had won 5 out of the last 6, and then
the Colts have won 5 out of those 6, and then they were up by double-digit points and still lost to the Bucs. It's so. Let's be honest. The 2 teams have been so consistent so far this season that we have kept in our top 2 are the Cardinals and the Packers. They just keep flipping every single week. It all depends on who's playing better than the other every single week. Besides those 2 teams, everything else is just like, we don't know. I mean, think about it. We had Dallas at one point in there, and Dallas is now on, a 3-game losing streak?
There is a couple things that we know. And the one is that Detroit is the worst team in the league.
No, they're the most consistent team in the league.
And the worst in the league.
And the other one is that the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans are equally as bad as.
Well, can I just saw a little stat. I'm just going to throw it out there to end the show today. The Lions had a better record in the month of November than the Los Angeles Rams. The Lions were 0-2-1 in the month of November. The Rams were 0-3.
Says a lot about this league, man. Again, it's wild, and it's going to continue to change for the rest of the season. And the season is wrapping up soon, so it's going to be exciting to see who makes playoffs and who gets snubbed this year. I don't think you can even say snubbed for any of these teams, but that's just how it is. So, hey, we'll see you guys next one, and anything can happen Friday. See you guys.
See you guys.
See ya.